Hello and welcome back to Fan in the Stand. And today we have finally got a setup. No more of the horrible cover page. You get to see me, you get to see my guests, you get to see the background, the shirt, the cards in the cupboard, stuff on the table. What's not to love about it? So yeah, let's jump straight into this video today. Hope you enjoy it. It's maybe more of a sadder tone from what we're used to with the Premier League predictions and everything. But yeah, let's get straight into the video. So today I'm going to be talking about something bad that happened, really bad, tragic that happened the other day on the 11th of November. Raphael Dwamena, I think that's how you say his name. Dwamena, how do you say it? He tragically lost his life. Yeah, it was really bad what happened, because it easily could have been prevented, but if you don't know what happened, I'm going to explain today and go from there. So, Raphael Dwamena, 28 years old. He's Ghanaian. He was born on the 12th September 1995 and he died on the 11th of November 2023. Tragically, only 28 years old, as I said. Obviously a footballer. Played for a lot of clubs. A lot of clubs, went out on a loan a few times. He was at Red Bull Salzburg, notably. Zurich, Levante, Zaragoza on loan. And he was also really close to a move to Brighton a few years ago. About six years ago. So he started off his football Red Bull Ghana in the Red Bull group, doing quite well. Then he went out on loan to Liefering, good move. Then he played some Austrian football, some more Austrian football. Then he went to Zurich, where he absolutely smashed it. He got about, I think it was 21 goals in the season. Absolutely smashed it. Okay, which got him really close to a move to Brighton. But unfortunately, that fell through, that move, after about a 13 million pound move was agreed. Everything was done, they just had the medical to do. And during the medical, they found that he had a heart problem. Really, you don't want that as a footballer, you don't want that as anyone, a heart condition. Really bad, so obviously the club pulled out and they said, no, we can't sign him because of this heart condition. So we contacted the club it was at that we were signing him from. And at that time it was Zurich in the Austrian league. And they were having none of it. They were like, no, that's not right, he's fine, all this rubbish. But I'm not slandering Zurich, by the way, they're a great club. I love Austrian football, but I'm just saying at the time, I can see why they were frustrated with not the move happening, because they wanted the nearly 15 million pounds, which is massive to have in Austrian football, that extra money there. But a great person has unfortunately died from this. So, carrying on. 28-year-old, as I said, international striker, played for Ghana. He died on the pitch after having a heart problem. But the thing was, the doctors had said to him that he should have retired. He should have retired. They knew this was going to happen. So it was about 5 years ago that the move fell through because of a heart problem. So I'm just going to tell you, read the story that I've got here. Fact checked everything. This is what happened. So he died on Saturday while playing for Egnatia against Partizani. He collapsed in the 24th minute of the match in the Albanian top flight, where he was the top scorer in the league with 9 goals. Players rushed to his side and medical staff attended to him on the pitch, but, quote, despite the immediate intervention of specialist doctors, he unfortunately passed away, the Albanian FA said. Thank God the doctors, they did the best they could, but he'd already been told. Does it fall on the player? Does it fall on the club? We will come back to that in a minute. And obviously, I'm not going to put it on the player because he lost his life from this. So doctors had told Dwamena to retire after medical tests, but in 2021 he collapsed on the pitch and recovered while playing for another team. Collapsed again. So he first learnt of his heart condition, as I said, when he failed his medical to join Brighton, about £13.8 million from Zurich. He scored 21 goals, as I said. So obviously, Premier League club's going to be sniffing about. The following year, just a year later, further tests highlighted his heart condition when he was at Real Zaragoza on loan from Levante in La Liga. Zaragoza immediately terminated his contract after doctors said he should stop playing, otherwise there will be big problems. So that's twice he's been told now. Thankfully, he had a implantable cardiovascular defibrillator fitted in January 2020. So this is good. They're giving him some help. And he returned from in August that year, and he was playing in Denmark. He was doing well. And speaking after his return, so a little quote from here, he said in an interview on Paradiso de Aragon, I might have pronounced some of these club names, some of these media outlets wrong, forgive me with that. But he said he was never afraid to play, despite what doctors had told him that he should retire. Obviously, it was not a good feeling to have to leave football. It was a hard blow to stop playing at the time, Dwamena says. I always feel like nothing is wrong with me. I believe that God is the one who takes care of my heart. I may have symptoms of heart problems or other things, but I'm never afraid. Each doctor has his own opinions and I respect them. I looked for different evaluations. I respect their jobs and their roles, but my wish was to get back to playing and doing everything possible to achieve it. So there's a lot to unpack there. Obviously, he believes in God and the other. And I wish God had helped him because it was a tragic situation. But also, you wish that he'd gone with the doctors. If the clubs, him, the doctors, it all could have been avoided. It's tragic. Honestly, tragic. But yeah, months later, after he said what he said about the doctors and wanted to play again, which I massively respect. He wants to get out there, play football, the sport he loves, the thing he loves doing. I rate it. I would have probably done the same, to be honest, because that's what I want. And obviously, you don't see this coming. But yeah, months later, his contract was terminated because of the condition from another club, which was flagged up after he moved from a club that was in Austria. He took a break from football, but could not resist the urge to return and joined an Albanian team in December 2022. He scored 12 goals in 12 games across all competitions. And then tragically, he died just a few days ago at the weekend. On the Saturday, the Sunday. Not entirely sure when he actually died, but it was this weekend, last weekend. So, you look at it and you think, it all could have been avoided. And it's a tragic situation. And condolences to his family, to the club. And I hope they're all doing well, because he was a young man, 28 years old, really young, and you just wish that someone had stepped in harder to stop him and really show him what the problem was, because maybe the doctors weren't clear enough, and if the clubs had listened to what Brighton had to say about his heart condition, then it could have been avoided, and he'd still be with us today. But yeah, he's a great player. He was an absolutely fantastic player. I would have loved to have him at Brighton. And I was really disappointed when the move fell through because I knew a little bit about him and he's absolutely incredible. Rest in peace to Raphael Dwamena. But this isn't the first time. There's been a lot of heart incidents with footballers. And I've got about 20 here. And there's been a few at Brighton. We've had Mwepu with his hereditary heart condition retired, thankfully. Otherwise that could have been a similar situation. Connor Goldson had a heart condition as well. And then you've got players like Aguero, Ericsson, as everyone knows, probably the biggest one out there with a heart condition that, in terms of players and what happened when it was at the Euros. You got Canu, you got Miguel de las Cuevas, you got Miguel Angel Garcia Tebar, Angel Correa, Sami Khedira, Casano, Dani Carvajal, Fatih Papi. He unfortunately died as well. You've got Fabrice Nadala Muamba, Ruben Delaled. You've got Lilian Thuram, his son plays currently, Thuram. and his brother, Lilian Thuram's, so the youngest Thuram's dad, brother died from the same heart condition that he had. Then you've got Karanka, Mark Vivien Faux, he died unfortunately as well. Ike Casillas, Lucas Silva. So there's about 20 players there that have all had heart conditions. And then that makes you think of all the people that could be out there with heart conditions and all the players out there that don't know. Thankfully we have good medical screening within football, but what about outside of football? If you notice anything, do not hesitate to call 999, whatever you need to call to get help. Make sure you do it straight away, because it could save a life. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video here talking about what happened with Raphael Dwamena, and I wish I wasn't having to make this video because it's tragic what happened, but we've had to make it. And yeah, I hope his family's doing well. Condolences to his families. Rest in peace, Raphael Dwamena. But let's not end on a sad note. I'm sure he'd want us to be positive. I'm sure he'd want us to celebrate his career and how good he was as a player and the goals he scored. And I will be doing that. And I hope you do that too. And I hope you think about situations like this and realise how grateful you should be. But yeah. Coming soon, as you've seen on the channel, we have got the Wrexham video, the story of Wrexham. I'm so excited for this video. I'm still working on it. A bit more to do. A few more guests to try and get on. I've got 1 or 2 at the moment, but I want to get a few for you guys to get a broader opinion. That'll be coming soon on the Fan in the Stand channel. Hope you like the setup. Let me know. Got a few shirts, got some Arsenal, we've got some Tottenham. Obviously, we've got a lot of Brighton, a few cars, and if you don't know if you can see at the top, we've got a little sign up there. That'll be changing every video. Get some different things on there. Got a few more shirts I can put up round. We've got maybe some championship clubs. Look out for those. And yeah, I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as you can. And rest in peace, Raphael Dwamena. See you all next time. Fan in the Stand, another sports podcast. See you all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed.